Hey guys, and welcome to another weekly segment for the Financial Freedom newsletter. And so, in the last issue, I talked about how progress and innovation happens during turbulent times. And in this segment, I'm going to talk all about how action produces information from Paul Graham. So, just as a little bit of backstory, the Financial Freedom podcast started out in 2020. It was scattered, then consolidated on YouTube and also as a podcast. It's one of the fastest growing podcasts on Podmatch, which you can check out. And as we release twice a week guests that are entrepreneurs, investors, coaches from all walks of life, hopefully to share it to the audience. Most of the audience is physicians, lawyers, doctors, consultants, but it's all there to help you get inspired, motivated, hopefully take a nugget of wisdom here and there and incorporate it in your life, your finance, your business, your career, your family. And now we're adding a weekly segment every Wednesday that's excerpted from the weekly Financial Freedom newsletter, which you can find in the links at the bottom of the show notes that are a weekly newsletter where media, finance, tech, and healthcare meet. So check those links out at the bottom, and we'll get right into it today. So I'm a big fan of Paul Graham, and he's actually a VC. He's co-founder of Y Combinator, and he's got this website. You can Google it, where Paul Graham essays, and he's got essays on everything on asymmetry, correlation, venture capital, a lot of technology related type ideas. And tech has the biggest bang for your buck, the greatest leverage, the greatest asymmetry, the greatest impact for mankind. So you can take a look at laptops, smartphones, everything is technology. So in this episode, I've been listening to several podcasts a week, YouTube, and I heard one of the most insightful quotes from Brian Armstrong, who was one of the recent guests on Tim Ferriss's podcast. So if you're not familiar with Tim Ferriss, he's the author of the New York Times bestseller, The 4-Hour Workweek. It's the book that redefined time, location, freedom, financial freedom. It's kind of what the Bible for digital nomads, and it incorporates a lot of remote work from home, viewing freedom in terms of finances, time, location, and health. So, and Brian Armstrong is co-founder and CEO of Coinbase, the largest publicly traded digital asset exchange in the United States. So, right now, digital assets, cryptocurrencies, they're in a winter. Most recently, they are marred by scandals such as FTX, Terra Luna, Three Arrows Capital, all of these people that are over leveraged, hype, speculating. And again, I want to emphasize that I'm not about speculation or hype or the mania. I'm interested in the technology, the utility, and how we can move the world forward. How can it increase freedom, opportunity? How can it unlock new businesses, new ways of living and working? That's what I'm interested in. So that's why I'm covering it. So an average person, when they hear crypto, they think scam, which there are a lot of bad actors and there are a lot of scams. So just be careful out there. But moving on. So the point of this article is entrepreneurship and what it takes to innovate in today's highly chaotic economic and business environment. So Paul Graham, I mentioned, he's a famous venture capitalist. He's a Y Combinator co-founder. Check out his essays. But a lot of startups such as Stripe, Airbnb, DoorDash, Instacart, Dropbox came out of Y Combinator, Reddit included. So, and he gives this most insightful quote, which is, if you're not sure what to do as an entrepreneur, do anything. Action produces information. And the key to the startup game is reiterate as fast as you can the circle of action, failure, learning. Action, failure, learning. So you want to fail very small, but fail incrementally and fail often, because that's what will lead to the achieving critical mass, achieving product market fit, and the S-curve adoption. So this means trying different angles, beta testing different ideas, always be taking action, constantly be innovating and trying different things, small scale failures. So you'll notice that I'm always experimenting with new ideas, angles, slants, ventures, testing to see what works, what doesn't, what scales, what doesn't scale. So by taking action, you'll be setting yourself apart from the rest of the 99% that let fear and procrastination get the best of them. So taking action gives you information, gives you education and experience and expertise, and it gives you momentum. So the key in entrepreneurship is to fail early, fail small, fail often. That way you can you can achieve product market fit and get to where you need to be that much faster. So because if you're always procrastinating and worry about failure, you don't get anywhere. That so in professions such as law, medicine, business, all of these, it's you're kind of punished for making mistakes, and but in entrepreneurship you have to take action. Action gives you information, and that gives you momentum. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. Stay tuned. Like I said, it's a weekly segment every Wednesday with the tidbits and to increase distribution, increase access, and increase value to the audience. So hopefully you like that, and we'll see you next week.